Hello everyone, welcome back to Midlife Unfiltered. I'm Jenny, the founder of midlifeclovercommunity. Midlife is not a crisis, it is a crossroad. And a few years ago to now, I found myself standing at one. This is why I started the Midlife Clover community. And 53 this year, I'm a wife, a mother of 2 teenagers, a daughter-in-law, a business owner, and like many of you, I'm in the middle of everything. From the outside, it can look like strength. On the inside, it can feel overwhelming. But I also realized something else. We are not weak. We are the bridge generation. Let's talk about something many of us are living but not openly talking about. Midlife is not just about rediscovering ourselves. For many of us, it is about holding up a minimum of 2 generations at the same time. If you are caring for aging parents while still raising your children, this episode is for you. My spouse and I are both in our 50s, considered as young seniors in Singapore. My parents-in-law are in their 80s. Mommy has dementia and daddy has mobility issue. My parents are in their 70s. Both dad and mom are managing with medical conditions. In fact, my spouse and I became so familiar with hospitals due to the frequent visits for 4 old folks. We have 2 teenagers. We employ caregivers. We manage 3 households, medical appointments, transportations to and fro, daily essentials. Despite all the above, the economy looks gloomy and inflations keep rising. There are a lot of uncertainties and anxieties. And that's just the basic. Sometimes it feels like we are the financial, emotional, and logistical bridge holding everything together. Like that lens, and I know I'm not alone. The sandwich generation refers to the adult typically between 40 and 60 who are supporting both their children and their aging parents financially, emotionally, or physically. Globally, this group is growing rapidly. In many developed countries, nearly 1 in 4 adults aged 40 to 60 are supporting both a parent and a child. With life expectancy now extending into the 80s and beyond, caregiving years are longer than ever. In Asia especially, multi-generational responsibility is culturally strong. This isn't a short season. For some, it lasts 10, 15, or even 20 years and above. Research from Pew Research Center shows nearly half of the adults are in their 40s and 50s, are supporting both aging parents and children. In Singapore, aging statistics from the Singapore Department of Statistics show our society is rapidly shifting towards an older population. So this is not just my story. This is our generation's story. You feel responsible in every direction. When your child struggles, you step in. When your parents decline, you step in. When financials tightens, you adjust. And somewhere in between, you ask yourself quietly, when it is my turn? But here's what I have realized. This season is not punishment. It is positioning. Being in the middle is not a weakness. It is the leadership. You are the decision maker, financial planner, problem solver, emotional stabilizer, and a role model. This stage is stretching us, yes, but it is also sharpening us. Midlife in the sandwich generation builds resilience, clarity, and long-term thinking. You're not meant to carry everything alone. Create systems, delegate, communicate clearly with siblings and spouse. Budget realistically for caregiving. Review insurance, plan medical contingency, have estates conversation early. Let me simplify it. LPA, lasting power of attorney, protects you if you lose mental capacity. In Singapore, this is governed by the Ministry of Social and Family Development and administered through the Office of the Public Guardian. An LPA allows you to appoint someone you trust to make decisions if you lose mental capacity. This covers medical decisions, personal welfare, property, and financial matters. How does it take effect? Only when a doctor certifies mental incapacity. Why does it matter for midlifers? If dementia happens, stroke happens, accidents happen, without LPA, the family must apply to court to be appointed as deputy. That is expensive, slow, and emotionally draining. With LPA, the person you choose step in smoothly. This is dignity planning. A will take effect after death. It determines who receives your assets, who manages your estate, the executor. Guardianship for minor children. Without a will, your estate will be distributed under the intestate laws in Singapore, meaning the law decides, not you. For midlife families with teenagers, multiple properties, business ownership, blended family situation, a will is a basic protection. But a will does not solve everything. Trust protect how assets are being managed and distributed long term. It is more sophisticated. It can take effect during your lifetime or upon death. You transfer assets into trust. A trustee manages it for beneficiaries according to rules you set. So why are trusts so powerful? They allow controlled distribution. Example, children receiving funds at 25, 30, 35, protection from irresponsible spending, assets protections, care planning for special needs or vulnerable family members, business successions continuity. For example, if you have a child who is still financially immature, or a dependent parent needing a long-term care, or a business that should not be liquidated immediately, a trust gives structures beyond a simple inheritance. There are different tools, and many families actually need more than one. I strongly encourage every midlifers to look into this. I experienced it. It's going to be emotionally drained, and seriously, it costs a lot of money to engage lawyer, going through all the documents here and there. Not because we expect the worst, but because we love our families. Planning is not fear-based. Planning is a leadership. As the generation holding up to 3 generations at once, we owe it to ourselves to be prepared. If you collapse, your system collapses. Your sleep, your health checkups, your emotional support network. These are not luxuries. I truly believe many of us are embracing this journey, not because it's easy, but because we are modeling responsibility to our children. We are honoring the generation before us. We are shaping how aging and caregiving will be seen in the future. And one day, these seasons will shift. But who you become during it, that stays. If you are part of this sandwich generation, I see you. You're not behind. You're not weak. And you're definitely not alone. Comment below if you're navigating these seasons too. Midlife Unfiltered, Clarity, Courage, and Reinvention. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. Should we turn this into a live discussion, a corporate talk, or even a private support circle, because I know I'm not the only one who walking this path.